Oh, hello. Well, that one was quick. Wonder if that means no lag today. Welcome back. After yesterday's very unfortunate laggy defeat at Zuck, I figured it was probably a good day to just hunt for some upgrades. Kinda chill after that experience. We'll go back into the Inferno, but yeah, we'll save it for later. I think we can get at least a more comfortable run up to Zuck. Maybe a slightly easier Zuck as well. So, we'll mostly be doing Zulrah. I would like to upgrade my jewelry as well. Zach, welcome in. Mr. Gage with a sad face. I know. Was almost cool. Got tier 8 and the first echo item on the 4th account today. Well, congrats. We have got a full week left of League. Can you believe it? We're just about at the end. I haven't had the chance to look for the rewards that they put out. I heard in the Discord that it has been a rough rollout. I don't know if anybody's seen what's been going on with the rewards. Too busy at work today, so I didn't get the opportunity. Let's see. Right, 10 per, and I just wanted to see because we're kind of out of potions. Can't make those, but I can. Is it 1 per dose? It is 1 per dose. Okay. We may send a gauntlet run. Oh, really? You can't. Interesting. Okay. Can't combine these. So sad it's ending. It's been a good run, at the very least. At least I think so. Wish they'd make 5 perma worlds for each region, for each leagues, for those of us who wanted to continue the acts. I don't know, I wonder how popular it'd be if they did that. Let's see, what I do want to do before we go back to Zulrah is I wanted to make some rings of recoil. Should have plenty of gems. We're gonna go through actually kind of a lot of these, I think. Maybe we just start out with like an inventory's worth. Accounts, 1 world per region per league, if that makes sense. 1 world per region per league. Well, I guess... Would you be able to jump between them then? Or how would that work? Or you mean you preserve your league setup, but they have like dedicated worlds for a particular region? In case you want to do activities in there? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. US, England, Aussie, such. Okay. I don't know. I'll say... I don't know. I guess we'd have to see. I would be really curious how many people there'd be still left. I mean, there's not a crazy amount of people still playing leagues, but at least, you know, World 400 is still pretty up there. Man, there'd probably be a decent-sized crowd at the very least. I wonder, I mean, I guess it'd probably fall off really hard, though. Like, once the league was officially over. But it could be there, just for the sake of it. Let's do 10 of these. Be really curious to see who plays long-term if they know it wouldn't get deleted. Well, would it stick around then for forever? Or would they reset it like every league? So you'd have a year to kind of mess around on the league account and then it's toast? Or you mean like you've got your Twisted League world, you've got your Trailblazer Reloaded, Shattered Relic, like they each get a dedicated world. Maintain it in perpetuity. I think each new league would get reset into perma versions, then it would stay. How would you manage that for like the account stats? I mean, I guess right now the league profiles are shared. Alright, there's 10 rings. We'll see how long these actually last. We should be killing Zulrah fairly quickly in this setup, so I mean, we may not actually use that many. We'll bring some anti-poisons, though I don't think it'll matter too much for us. Because my hope with this is we kind of just spec it out, just over and over. I guess they'd probably have to change up how the accounts work when they have full confidence they could sort it out, but never seems like enough demand for it after the initial hype. That I definitely agree. Wow, that's some big hits. Almost managed to get like a 50-50. Oop. Nope. Don't run that way. Not into the venom. Unfortunately, we're gonna take a we're gonna be venomed a lot, I think. Maybe we don't use those anti-poisons. Might be a little bit of a waste of time, actually. Can we down him before he summons junk? Save the recoils. Ooh, we did. We got it. Antidote ++. You know, actually, what level was it? I think it's 90 something for anti-venoms. Oh, well, 87. We're pretty close to that. Might have a boost available to us for it. Make it a little less annoying, but I think that'll be alright. For as fast as this is. We're kind of just looking for the blowpipe, really, from this. We can get the other drops, but I'm not that concerned with it. I mean, like, the Onyx would be cool to save us a little bit of time, but it's not a huge deal. Like, really, it's just the blowpipe. I think the blowpipe would help quite a lot. We're going through the Inferno. And if nothing else, it would help us a lot on the healer portion of it. Cool. Ah, rip. Gonna try and heal a little bit on the snakelings. This is a little sketchy. Oh, now it's really, really sketchy. Oh, we're just straight up gonna die. Maybe okay, hold on. We should not do that. Man, I think we're gonna have to clear the venom every time just because it's a little bit rough taking the, you know, over the course of this fight. Taking like 40-50 damage since I'm not bringing in any food. Have to be a little careful where we click as well. We do that. Can't quite hit it here. If we aren't careful, it'll pull us back in there. Here we go, kind of figuring it out. An example could be in the Jagex launcher, once you select the character to play it, have an additional drop-down menu, like allow which selected league you'd like to play. I suppose so. I wonder if that kind of fits into the same idea of like different profiles on the same account, that sort of deal. Perfect Zulrah, if you say so. Do I even really care about it? Probably not. I probably shouldn't even worry about picking up drops unless it's something big. Logged in, give it another 10 world hops between per leagues. I don't know. I mean, I guess if they did the separate profile thing, I don't remember what they said they were going to do. So I remember in the survey they had mentioned like potentially allowing membership to cover multiple accounts, which is sort of in the same vein, though not quite. So I wonder if they would consider doing something like that still. Ooh. Man, this is kind of sketchy without food. I guess Toadflax maybe. We probably still want Zulrah scales if we end up wanting to do anything with them. We'll need them to charge the blowpipe at least a little bit. I don't know, I almost wonder if we should do a gauntlet run, maybe. We need crystal shards for potions anyway. If we happen upon an enhanced seed while we're in there, wouldn't say no. At least it's fairly chill to do Zulrah. I just, man, I wish I had, like, a better halberd. Or more spec. I mean, even. I don't know. We could almost get it down. But just not quite. We get it, like, halfway just with the specs on here. Personally, I feel like that if you're paying real money for membership on all accounts associated with your IP address, should be covered again. Find a way to make it work. That's a company, they'd lose so much money doing it. Don't think it'd be feasible considering they only even have one DMM world altogether. One league world would be really fun though. Even if it was just you, I'd play it. Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, how many people are even on the Deadman, like the permanent Deadman mode world? I know there's always like a little spike right after Deadman mode season. People can like transfer their stats over and get excited about it. Take one world on rotation. Covers 50-ish. I'm honestly kind of surprised that they keep the Deadman mode world up for how few people it seems to have. Suppose not that big of a deal though for them to hold one world. Firm Deadman world only ever caps out around 50 players with the exception of right before and after actual Deadman mode. Gets up to like 200. Oh, did I not finish it off? Oh, I did. Neat. I don't know. I'm still picking up the junk. How are we doing on the recoils? Yeah, we're gonna go through them super slow. They can do it for Deadman. Why not one for each league? I still feel like one for each league may be a bit much, but I wonder. Like, the permanent Deadman mode, they actually maintain, like, certain rule sets and stuff, right? They updated it a little bit after the last couple seasons, but for the most part, it's been, like, pretty static since the beginning. I can see them keeping one league world, but I wonder what they do for, like, the rule set there. Or if they would just rotate it around, like, every year when they did a new league. They just, like, replace the world or whatever. Maybe let you keep your stats. If you care to. Although that might screw with the profile. They may do exactly what they did with Deadman mode, actually. Because you have to wipe your stats on the permanent world in order to, like, be able to log into Deadman mode for the season. Main account is up to almost 8.3k Scurious, still no pet. Man, that's a lot of Scurious. I lucked out and got it at like just under 4,000. The power of AFK. I mean, the Scurious pet is what, like a 1 in 3k or something like that? Like, you're going dry, but also I feel like pets are a pretty easy thing to end up going super dry on. Yeah, 1 out of 3k. At least Scurious is quick. And assuming they maintain the whole starter region thing in the next league, I foresee you having a lot of opportunities to try and get that pet during the league. Ooh, 27 seconds. Well, we must have got some really good hits there. What's the drop rate for items from Zulrah? Probably should have looked. AFK at least, but still, been almost 2 weeks AFKing it. Yeah, I mean, it's not fun, but at least if you've got, like, multiple accounts to try, at least your account has something to do. Give me an early blowpipe and let me out of here. I got a pretty early blowpipe in the main game on this account. Didn't end up having to camp out Zulrah. My biggest issue is like not having enough scales most of the time. Manta rays? Actually, that's probably pretty good. We don't have a lot in the way of like food outside of the wilderness. Drop rate boosted is 1 out of 102. Oh, so it's not even like that common, huh? One out of 32 for any. Yeah, it's still kind of a lot of Zulrah. I guess we'll see. Maybe what we do is we give it like 50 kills, see if we've gotten anything. If not, I maybe go back and forth between like Gauntlet. So if I get a Bofa, that would also be pretty good. I wouldn't necessarily feel bad about going in with Bofa and the Crystal Armor set. Zulrah was a bit backwards for you. Had 3 Zulrah pets by 1k KC. First unique was Magic Fang at 1050. Holy dude. 1700 for the blowpipe. That is terrible. Were you also an Iron Man? Because that makes it so much worse. How to do that many kills? We'll hang on to the Flax just because I can swap spellbooks. Do I have a good source of Astral Runes? I don't know if I do, but we could use the Spin Flax spell and get our crafting up. I will want to get this up to at least 86. That way I can make the Fury. Yep, it was like 2 months later, Blowpipe got nerfed. RIP. I do remember when they did the Blowpipe nerf, though I hadn't really used it much for like... Did I even have it at that point? I don't even remember. I probably had it already, but I don't remember using it much. But I also I hadn't done a lot of like high-level PVM, so it really... I didn't know how much it would affect me, because I never experienced it otherwise, you know? All I did was use it to kill Zulrah a little bit, got all the uniques and like 300 KC, and I was like, huh, well, alright, I guess that's it, back to Slayer. Forgot they also got 2 Magma Mutagens. Man, you really were getting all the rare drops. Ooh, we're gonna take a big fat 20 from this here in a second. Venom damage, a little scary. Is the damage still capped at 50? Is that what they did? I know on normal Zulrah it's capped. I haven't seen anything over a 50. I thought they said they removed the damage cap for leagues, but maybe I'm misremembering that. Oh, Zulrah, how long are we gonna have to stay here with you? At least the drops are like kind of good. I'm just like, man, on this account, I don't care about most of these. I'm like, maybe Herblore XP. We could get up to super combats, which wouldn't be the worst thing. Just presents the whole argument of pity drop rates, in my opinion. Pity. Like, Zulrah is a fun boss for me, but when an important upgrade is locked behind it and go dry, it stops being fun. Yeah, I don't even... Oh, boy. Did we just... Oh, man, we killed it, but no, there's no way. We were definitely going to die from that shot. The Venom. Venom makes it a little tough. Didn't get the prayer switch in time either. Didn't you just do the Inferno on this account last night? Yes, and then lagged out during Zuck, so unfortunately, no Infernal Cape to show for it. Very sad moment. But I figured, if we're gonna go back to Zuck, I might as well spend a little bit of time, like, getting at least some upgrades to make it a little easier. It was not an easy cape. I mean, even without the lag, it was definitely a close call. May or may not have finished it out. Just unfortunate that it lost it to lag, so there's there's no way to know if I would have gotten it. Just hit 102. Chambers, CMs, no voucher. Hope they implement a drop at KC so you don't go dry. Like echo items in future leagues. Ruin this one for me. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. So like for the Zulrah, kind of like going dry on Zulrah stuff in the main game. Oh, Flax. Oh well. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's... They've been experimenting with that. I know like the Desert Treasure 2 bosses was one. They're experimenting with it through like the echoes this league. I doubt they'll ever go back and add, like, guaranteed drops on these older bosses. So I do hope they do something league-wide. I just don't know in the main game that they'd ever do that. And I guess they've kind of experimented with certain things like, you know, Vorkath Head as well. Those types of upgrades just to make it so that you don't, like... You can only ever go 50 dry or whatever it is. I mean, they've been experimenting with that over time. I just don't know that we'll ever see that for, like, these sort of mainstay drops like the blowpipe. On future content, I could see them trying to implement more stuff like that. Kind of like what they've done with Moons as well. There's some dupe protection there, up until when you've gotten all of the sets at least once. Went over 300 KC dry for the Toxic Trident. Never got it, ended up getting it from Kandarin. RIP. Main went about 97 hard mode theaters for first mega. Second account still doesn't have one with 15 hard mode, 40 TOA. Third account got a mega 1 KC. In Chambers? Yeah, that's pretty lucky. Hopefully just in leagues, because short game mode, you want the items. No, I definitely agree for sure. For leagues, they should. They should implement something. I mean... I don't know what the rate would have to be for it to feel, like, good, but I just some sort of dry protection, some sort of dupe protection. I think both of those things would be really helpful for the league. Because I agree. I mean, it's a short game mode. You're not worried about, like, the economic impact of guaranteeing a blowpipe. Let people get it in 50, 100 KC, whatever it works out to, right? So that way, if they are dry... There's like an end to the grind, and you know what the end of the grind is. Maybe they will implement that, though. I mean, I don't know how tough that is, but I mean, they did the whole, like, complete item drop thing this year. Maybe that could be the quality of life thing that they do next year. Oh, please, get him. Come on. Come on. There you go. The worst I've seen, main game, is one defense Ultimate Iron Man friend in my clan. He won about 2,500 chambers for the T-bow. I guess the T-bow is what? Like... The drop mechanics on it for like the points make it a little complicated. It's basically like 1 out of 1,000, something like that. We're gonna have to get ourselves some more potions, I think. Shoot, for how slowly we go through these rings, too. Probably bank most of them. keep an extra one on me just for the heck of it. Yeah, I haven't done a lot of chambers myself, so I haven't had to experience how dry or not dry I'm gonna go. Oh, the 20. 20's gonna come in, kill us. You know what? I guess let's use this as an opportunity to bank. Oh, I guess since it drops antidote plus plus, not that it helps us much with venom, but we have more of those than we have the antidote, so we might as well use them. I mean, the hide is absolutely worthless, so we throw that in there. Something like that. I'll keep a couple of rings on just in case. We can bring a little bit of our new fancy food for emergencies. Should we even do that? Maybe not. We should probably actually save that for the Inferno. Have some much stronger tick eats for us. Do something like that. I'm gonna have to... I don't know, the Divine Pots are not gonna last much longer. Got my Dragon Cup back to doing RS3 Necromancy. Didn't end up getting the Shadow in 42 chambers. Well, that's a bit of a rip, but congrats on the Dragon rank. All of his raids were scaled raids with a few hundred CMs mixed in. With the points he was getting on average, he went around 5 times dry. Dang. Rare drops certainly are very rare. I think it's very easy to go dry, not that that helps any. I'm not looking forward to a T-bow grind on this guy, or I'm potentially going to do that on Sir Transit as well. Sir Transit's going to be in a worse spot because his gear is going to be trash. Like, man, it's gonna be a lot of chambers. So many chambers. Unless we get spooned on stuff. Might be a good activity for some post-league streams. Lots and lots of chambers. 1.5k from Dragon, but wanted that T-bow from Chambers to do some other things too. But at least I can get Dragon with some other tasks. Yeah, I'm in a place as well on UJack where I'm pretty sure I don't have to raid if I don't want to. I'm pretty sure I can get to Dragon without the points, but it would be a lot easier if I just, you know, got like 600 points out of the raids. Chambers is the luckiest place I've had on my Iron. Got the decks at the first 13 KC normal with 3 deaths. Arcane at 3 KC on challenge mode. T-bow at 55. 55 is super early. But man, I feel like if there was ever a drop to get lucky on, that one and like the Shadow, I think both of those, if you could get them, not that anybody ever has a choice, but like good ones to get lucky on, because it especially helps you in like farming the content. 51, alright, we can get a little more than 50. Stuff that helps you farm the content faster, it's really nice to like pick that up. That's kind of the shame with like the 1700 KC blowpipe is you want the blowpipe to farm Zulrah, and to not get it, it feels bad, because it just means the whole thing is that much longer. Whoa, don't run that way. Oh, can I not attack from up there? Interesting. Meanwhile, I'm almost 700 TOAs on him, still no Shadow. Rip. Alright, I don't care about picking those up, that's fine. Yeah, I'll have to see. I think on UJack I'm a little over 2k points away still. I was working on Herblore a little bit this morning. Try to get that up to 99. There's not like a ton of points behind Herblore for me, but there's the base 95s and then maxing as well is worth some points. Construction's a big one, I just haven't gotten it up there. So I've got 99 construction, building the... Well, if I get a Spirit Seed, ever. Building the Fair Ring in the house, building the Demonic Throne. quite a lot of points there for it. All my Zulrah was done with the rune crossbow, so yeah, once I got the blowpipe, felt so good. It's just so unfortunate that it ended up being the last thing. I couldn't imagine 1700 KC. I guess at least you're not gonna have to worry about scales like for quite a long time. Opposite problem that I have. Every time I want to do something, I have to go do a little bit of Zulrah alongside of it, or just not use the blowpipe, or the magic one either, the toxic trident. I'm just like, most of the time I see that and I'm just like, nah, I'll use the worst cure. I'm like, I don't want to go back to Zulrah. They screw that. I can't be bothered. I only ever get like 2,500 scales at a time. And I'm like, okay, this is enough to do like one whatever boss task and be like relatively okay. And then that'll be it. Ooh, scary. Still poke Zulrah from time to time. Still need the jar plus the dance fang. Yeah, it's a good one to like chip away at. I'm just so lazy when it comes to doing high level PVM stuff. Especially like if I can't AFK it, I almost never do it. Even though I probably should. Like there's a lot of stuff I probably should do, and then I'm just like, nah. Just every time. Like, you know, I should probably go and like farm up Zulrah scales. Well, actually, I did make a little like goal list for myself. Oh, I should not have. Don't change the prayer. Don't get baited. Can't let Zulrah put me down. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Emergency food sure is nice, even though they're just lobsters. But yeah, I made a little goal sheet right before League stuff happened, so I've got some goals set out for the main account for Sir Transit as well. Just to try and help kind of like push myself towards doing some more of the like grindy stuff that I typically avoid. I'll never pet hunt. I'm only doing Scurious in Leagues because it's really a 25-minute AFK. Pick up the spines every 20-25 minutes. Gotten 150 mil defense XP, 100 mil strength from the spines alone. Is your main account's what? Range build? Yeah, you can work up towards like 200 mil all. I was surprised I ended up AFKing Scurious as much as I did, but it's the same reason. It's just like, it's so AFK. When I was ever lacking a task, I'm like, well, I can go for 50 mil magic and prayer, just slowly over time. I did get there. Got 100 mil ranged XP as well. Yeah, with Asgarnia, so I just buy steel knives from the Rogue's Den. Range Scurious. I did find that was one of the nice things about Melee, is I was able to get 200 mil for free AFKing Scurious for all three styles very efficiently. I can't imagine. I never would have thought I'd be doing so much Scurious. It is so much Scurious. Oh yeah, so I really can't hit it from over on this side. That's so weird. I mean, I guess that is kind of a far gap. Oh, sketchy. Glad we get damage reduction. What's your overall opinion so far for the leagues? Even though I'm dry and unlucky, it's the best one by far. I'd want a mix of banknote, total recall in the next one, and then just drop rate adjustment. Yeah, I mean, I think in general this has been like the best designed league. It's hard for me to put it as my favorite, just because the the sort of like, what's the word? I'm blanking on it, but like the newness when I did Leagues 2, like novelty, that's the word I was looking for. The novelty of that league for me was like a big thing. I think I could pretty easily call this my second favorite league. I have to think about it for whether or not it'd be my favorite. But that's why I'm much more confident in saying, like, I think this is probably the best designed league for the most part. I know if you're a Kandarin fan, maybe not so much. But outside of that, there's maybe some issues with, like, the magic stuff in general. As long as you didn't want magic. Okay, if you wanted magic, if you like Kandarin, this is a terrible league for you. Besides that, very well designed, very nicely streamlined as well. There's a lot of stuff that you're able to like pick and choose because you get full items, or they've included certain content into other regions, so I feel like the rest of it got a pretty good treatment this league. Unfortunately, gave up on barrows after 700 KC and only finishing one set, so I can't fully AFK melee, even with the Blood Fury at Scurious. Only 3 masteries. Yeah, I mean, for me, what's allowed me to do it is the Soul Bracers. I can do Soul Bracers, and I did the Blood Fury for a while. I actually found with Last Stand, I was able to do, like, the Scythe and the Bracers, and I could more or less fully AFK Scurious. There was only, like, 2 times where I died because I just got unlucky on the heals, and then Last Stand procced, and he did the whole bunch of, like, ceiling falls when I wasn't looking. So, like, there was a certain combo that could kill me, but, like, 90% of the time it was AFK. I started doing that after I got it, like, up past the 50 mils, just because I was eating through those blood shard charges. Kandarin should be free. Free Kandarin. Poor Kandarin, dude. Kandarin got the short end of the stick this time around. On top of with, like, Mage as well. Mage also kind of got the short end of the stick. And Kandarin was meant to be a Mage region, so makes it even worse. Another Kandarin bug discovered by Eevescape. Oh no. I'll have to read that in a second. Don't get wrecked by the melee Zulrah. If you picked up Grimoire to unlock Piety and then pick Kandarin, it relocks Piety till you do the quest again. Oh, that's... that is really unfortunate, isn't it? You unlock it, you lose it, then you have to go do the Knight's Quest wave thing. At least it's a lot of XP, I suppose, but I mean, if you've got Grimoire, you don't really want that. Alright, now we're pretty much out of Divine Pots. I wonder... 25 KC, maybe we should send one Gauntlet. I don't remember how many shards we get, but we don't need a lot of them. Maybe we'll do that after this kill. Send a Gauntlet, get some shards so we can have better boost potions while we're in here. That is really odd, actually, that it relocks it. I wonder, because it auto-completes the quest. Like, you only have to do the Knight's Wave, like, minigame thing. I wonder what interaction causes that. I can only imagine that, like, maybe a certain quest unlock would cause it. That seems so weird. Oh, man. Oh. Had to do the Knight's Waves to re-unlock it. Funny how much stuff people have run into in Kandarin. Alright, let's go send one round of Gauntlet. Get ourselves some more crystal shards. I guess if it's not a ton of them, we can maybe send 2. probably just do the Echo. I guess it's still faster. We'll see how well I've kept up my gauntlet skills since I haven't been back there in, what, 2 days? Gauntlet Echo. Gauntlet Echo. Guess we do the area teleport, probably. I wonder if there was anyone who picked Kandarin and felt pretty happy with their decision. I know by the end of my mage count, I didn't. Maybe if it was my main and I wanted it for like skilling, I would have felt better about it. I don't know. Barbarian fishing would have been kind of cool. I don't know if that's enough. Like, what else does that area even have to offer? So it gets outclassed by, like, basically any other area. Like, you might as well just take the Fremnik region if you wanted to take Kandarin. Don't think the Devil's Element is so bad. It just sucks getting to it. It sucks getting to it, and it doesn't feel that useful by the time you actually manage to get it. Had no regrets picking Kandarin on the first account. I guess also if you're going for clues, right? There's a lot to do with clues. You know what? We'll just... Oh my god, and he walked up. Really make sure that we take the hit. Alright. We gotta count to 5. 2, 3, 4. Did I miss a count? I did miss a count. Oh, I've forgotten how to count to 5, guys. I knew I'd been away for too long. Ooh, that's a big old block. At least we have stronger range coming into it. Oh my. Oh my. I gotta be like tuned in for this. I'm too chill right now. I was relaxing in Zulrah. Alright, who needs to count to 5? Okay, well, attacking twice was maybe was not the play I was going for. Oh, we ran into that tornado, didn't we? Melee hit? Sure, melee hit. Why not? We got a little bit of food. Oh, that's so weird. Maybe that's just the attack speed. I'm not canceling it fast enough. Two melee hits? 3 melee hits? Nope. Alright. And we just gotta finish him off. If you give me a Bofa, I'll go running into the Inferno. Actually, not half bad. Alright, well, no Bofa. 8 shards. I mean, man, that's what? 80 doses? Yeah, it's probably fine. Probably last us a while. Have you met my friend Koppish? Koppish Blade? I was enjoying my chill mage skill ult, but once you hit mid-game, mage falls apart. I think a lot of people like to mentally tier list the areas and relic picks, but as someone who did 3 different accounts with 3 completely different areas and relic picks, never felt like anything was so much worse than the other. Obviously, there are objectively better picks like Fermi for jewelry, but in the grand scheme of things, didn't feel it made me regret not picking it on 2 accounts. Nature's Reprisal, bad. Mage, bad. Woodcutting Relic, bad. Clue Compass, the only teleport option. Kandarin. Everything else is really good, though. I did like Nature's Reprisal for melee. I'll agree with you on that. I think for melee specifically, and just being able to get all of that range, it was quite nice. I don't know that I would have enjoyed it that much. I mean, Mage in the mid-game is like a maybe. I don't know if that would have been a good enough like stopgap for Mage. My guess is probably not, though. Range. Range was already so strong it just didn't even matter. Do I have any Worms? Kind of low on the super strengths. Oh, I probably... Let's see. Yeah, I do. Worms. Make a handful of these as well while we're at it. Nature's Reprisal also bugged, doesn't count for melee for purposes of combat achievements. Is that true? I know that was at least true on a few. I guess it was true in the fight caves. Maybe it was true also for the Tizrek challenges. So I think I ended up doing those with the halberd, mostly. Compass is just good, period. So stupidly powerful. It's on a tier of its own. Compass is the best thing that they put in terms of like echo items, I think. Certainly the most fun, if nothing else. Compass could have been a mage staff, and all would have been in balance. Dude, a wilderness plus Kandarin build. Imagine. You have like the staff, and you have that shield slot from Kandarin, and it does something to help like up your staff damage. Causes your staff to apply like or deal elemental damage according to weaknesses or something like that. Then they keep their elemental weakness in that way. Still has the magic damage %. Then you have like a powered staff that isn't using standard spells, but it can still get the extra like bonus damage on stuff if you want it to. Still would struggle to find a lot of stuff to do that just because you've picked up 2 areas for it. It's kind of the same problem that Kandarin has just in general with elemental weakness. But it also means that the staff is still like good. You know? It's like it doesn't have to be elemental weaknesses. The staff kind of carries the mage part of it. Did I already grind those up? I did not. Did I have a couple of them in here? Oh, I did. Yeah, crystal dust. Little spot for it. Make ourselves some boost potions. Speed up the Zulrah a tiny bit. It's wild to me that you can't combine together the divine potion doses. I guess I've not had to play around with divine potions very much, so I must not have ever run into that. It's so odd. I wonder why they would have it built out that way. They're too fancy. Alright, Zulrah, we'll take these 2. Having those for an emergency. I guess we'll bring a little bit. Didn't bring them last time. Keep ourselves from taking too many 20s from the Venom. We can camp out there a pretty long time, too. Do that. Wasn't really using the God Sword at all. We'll just hang on to all that stuff then. Totally should have drank these before. Save the 20 HP. Well, it's okay. We're pretending we've got Venom. Maxed out Venom at the start. We'll see if we can't get something in the course of 50 kills at Zulrah. I don't know. I still wonder, I'm like, I'm not sure what the line is, 'cause I don't necessarily want to do, like, 300 plus Zulrah to get a blowpipe. Not quite there yet, but, you know, I'm like, is there a cutoff point where I just send the Inferno anyway, even if I don't get the upgrades? So I could go and craft, and I can get, like, the regen bracelet and the Fury. Not a huge deal, those two. I also wonder if I'd be better served just grinding out more Gauntlet for a Bofa, because it would it'd serve a similar function. For now, still committed to 50. 50 kills. Not much we can do. 51 really the max with this. I mean, it's just a Dragon Halberd, but I guess we could upgrade our boots slightly. That's not a huge deal either. Oh, I didn't bring extra recoils. There it goes. I will say they haven't been helping that much in the last kills that we've been doing. Probably not that important for us. Oh, you know, they do have a smidge of anti-venom. 30 seconds. Maybe it'd be good for us actually to use those after this guy dips the first time. Might actually manage to get one kill where we don't end up getting poisoned. I don't know. I'm still in the like optimization mindset for this. I'm like, okay, I gotta chill. Gotta chill. Just doing a little bit of Zulrah, getting wrecked by some snakelings now that we don't have the ring on. Save us. Oh, man. Alright, maybe the recoils are important. I can go grab one. That is one thing that I do miss about Kandarin. Having the infinite recoil. Don't miss it that badly, though. Would not be worth picking Kandarin. I can't imagine. You take Taranwin and Kandarin after they gave Zulrah the, like, full mage staff. Oh, man, I don't know why they didn't just combine those two. They, like, I feel like they really should have. Poor Kandarin. Taranwin kind of got some love with the crystal armor. It still just doesn't have any, like, early game stuff. Hey, teleports. Man, sometimes I wish I had that luck on the main game. I gotta build up a stack of those things. There we go. Now we're gaming. Now we got some venom immunity for the rest of this kill, hopefully. Got Cure Me with Grimoire. Does it need astrals? Actually, I don't know. I think everything does, right? In that spellbook? You're right, though. That'd be a good one to bring. Yeah, 2 astrals, 2 cosmic, 1 law rune. Trying to think. Astral runes in this area. Actually don't even know. Do I even have like a good source of them? I may not. Imagine if Misthalin was changed to be a region you had to pick and Kandarin was the default zone. Misthalin had some pretty good drops. I think with the Tormented Demons, actually, it does give Misthalin a little bit more oomph to it than it's previously had, because you get Sire. And then, like, the Sire stuff is okay. I mean, it's good enough. It's probably not enough for you to pick the region. But then you also now get, like, the Zombie Axe for the mid-game. You get the Demon Bane weapons as well. Like, what else? Big stuff. I guess you also, if you're lumping in Karamja with it, you would be able to include, like, all the Tazar-related stuff, too. It's actually a fairly decent region now. Oh, you know what? Hydra did drop some Astrals. I wonder if I have them in the bank. Did I pick any up? Oh, wait a minute. Wrong account. What am I saying? So basically, no. To answer my own question, the only, like, reasonable source of these ruins would be, like, spiritual mages for me. And it's not large quantities, so I probably don't need that many. Could go kill some Zeros mages, but not quite ready for that commitment. Can you train all skills with Kandarin plus Karamja? Well, I mean, technically you could probably train all your skills in, like, any particular region, but if you're meaning, like, whether or not there's actually, like, strong training stuff there, with Kandarin you get Hunter's pretty big. I look at barb fishing actually as pretty big, because that helps you a lot with not only fishing, which would probably also mean cooking depending on the relic choices. It also give you agility and strength. Agility just in general, you have the highest level rooftop course there. There's a decent amount of trees, but that's kind of not a big deal. I don't know that there's actually that much, like, crazy stuff in Kandarin, though. Barb fishing with equilibrium, yeah. No sawmill for planks, that's true. You would get butlers, though. I mean, butlers can take stuff to the sawmill for you, right? I wonder if they'd be able to do that. I assume that they would be able to, even if you didn't have the region. It'd be kind of weird if they had a restriction on there. So it wouldn't be that bad. You wouldn't be able to, well, I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, it'd be slightly slower than if you did it yourself, regardless of, like, Banker's Note or otherwise, just because you're having to wait for the NPC to come back. But they are also, like, it's pretty fast. I don't think it'd be that bad. Five woodcutting relic choosers are proud to be included as, depending on the relic choice. Hey, I'm with them. This account, it has Lumberjack. It's here for it. Yeah, all that fletching XP. so much woodcutting to just get that level of fletching. It's, like, the most unfortunate part of that relic. We'll take the damage, then we'll teleport out and get ourselves a little bit of time. We clear it on this one. Imagine if the woodcutting relic made planks. I wasn't sure at the start when people were talking about it, but I think the percentage chance to make planks seems like a good idea. Shoot, even if you need your own cash to do it. Just because, like, man, the amount of time saved from, like, so fishing had a 50% chance to cook. I ended up with, like, 20-something thousand Karambwans on the main account, just from AFK fishing. So if you AFK woodcut, even if it's like a 10% chance, you're still gonna end up with like 4,000 something teak or mahogany planks, which will be enough for at least 99 construction. You think you need to get con up to 50 before you can hire a butler? Is that true? The low-level butler is at 50? I don't know, it's been so long since I've looked at it. $40 construction on the standard butler? Is that the lowest level one? Oh no, there are lower level. 20 construction. Although, I guess the low-level one... I don't think he can go to the sawmill, it doesn't look like. Actually, I didn't even know there was a distinction between them. Is it only him? Woodcutting relic both fletches and burns at the same time. Actually, as I'm looking at the second butler, I don't see them going to the sawmill either. Well, interesting if that is something that like stops you. I've only really ever used the demon butler. Oh man. The cook, butler, and demon butler can also take logs to the sawmill. Okay, so I guess you have to get 30 construction then in order to get planks. I think you can find some lamps or something to get to 50. Depends. Yeah, some lamps will let you, some lamps won't, because some of them you need, like... You actually have to have level 20, level 30 before it'll let you use it. By the time you get to level 30, you can then send your butler to get planks for you. Though it probably would be worthwhile getting yourself up to 50 just so you can use the demon butler. That would be a little bit more efficient, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Should have buffed the axe to at least make unstrung bows or something. Yeah, I thought that was an odd choice. I assume it's because of like a difficulty with the engine for not being able to like choose what you fletch. But I think being able to choose between like unstrung bows, maybe shields if you want, or like arrow shafts. Yeah, I think it would have been nice to have the same little like the pick menu that you'd normally do when you chop a log. I feel like you just have that pop up initially. It remembers your choice, and that's the thing that it makes. And you can still toggle it to burn the logs if you want. And onyx. Because I put 2 onyx jewelry things on you in the thumbnail, isn't it? Well, I mean, at least you can't say it's clickbait. I suppose that's something. 2 onyxes on him. He's wearing a fury and he's wearing the regen bracelet on one of his little, whatever, little spikes. Not the most tantalizing rare drop, though, if I'm being real. Clickbait thumbnail, sad, will not be returning. All those dead man mode people, they're missing out. They missed out on all the League's content. They never came back. That first dead man mode progress video, it broke them. Got 7 onyxes before my blowpipe on the melee account. Oh no, don't curse me with that. Oh. I mean, at least we got a rare drop within like the 50 kills, but you were saying it's what, 1 out of 32 for anything? Guess that includes the Onyx, so we're basically on drop rate for that then. Man, I wish the woodcutting relic felt more competitive with the other two. Despite all of the negative stuff I've said about it, I still, like, I really like the ability to AFK woodcut stuff. In the same way that I really like AFKing fishing. God, it's so hard to pass up, like, the hunter. The hunter aspect of it. I mean, the fletching is just terrible. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess, so about 30 mil of my woodcutting XP went towards fletching, and I only got, like, just shy of 5 mil, and that's with equilibrium, so I basically got, like, 4 mil. A little less than that, like 3.8 mil. Come on. The more I look at it, the worse it gets, honestly. The fletching XP. It did not need to be that bad. The only positive thing I can really say about it is at least it's passive. It is purely passive fletching XP. But on a skill that's already so fast, I feel like that really doesn't mean that much. Because man, with this XP amount, you're not going to 50 mil. Like, you'd have to do a god-awful amount of woodcutting to get all the way up to the 50 mil task with fletching. And you get broad bolts at what, like 55 fletching? So you get those super early anyway. Just a matter of needing the money in order to, like, buy them and maybe having the Slayer points. But, like, that's nothing as well in leagues. I guess maybe on the non-Golden God picks, it's a little rough to buy all the broad stuff. It's still not that bad, though. Even Jack has made himself a fair few broad arrows at this point. Oh, man. 12 more kills to 50 KC. If we could get another drop and preferably be the blowpipe, I would also take the helm. I think the helm would be alright. We could, like, pop the helm on so we don't have to worry about venom. Would kill for an axe that doubles the anima-infused bark. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I mean, if they weren't going to boost it, yeah, they should have included that with the woodcutting relic. You're totally right on that. Would have given it slightly more power. There were a lot of points in just, like, the random forestry events, too. But yeah, save you what, like... Was it 4 hours of forestry events? Or, like, basically 4 hours of woodcutting in Draenor on the Willows to get yourself enough stuff for the, like, the two-handed axe and then the other thing. Whatever pouch. It was longer than that. Oh, man, I wonder why they didn't boost that. They'll probably include it in the next league. If people have complained about it enough. Took me 6-ish. Oh, 6-ish hours. I can't believe you sat through that. They were, what, 80-point tasks, I think? They weren't even, like, 200-pointers, were they? Took a whole afternoon. It's a lot of wood cutting. You know what would be interesting? If you could change the empowered axe into a two-handed axe as well. It'd be a little weird. I don't know if they could quite work that out. Yeah, I mean, they probably could if they really wanted to. Make it like a really good two-handed axe as well. Speed things up even further. Down bad for tasks doing Sire. Okay, yeah, that's true. You're doing Sire right now. Well, you're already over Dragon Tier, yeah. You're just kind of pushing to kind of close everything out at this point. Have you logged into the main game and gotten yourself... Oh, yeah, there you go. 72,000 points. Have you gotten yourself all the rewards yet? Got anything you're keeping an eye on? Like, I figure I'll probably do that once the league is done. You want no items. The man wants for nothing. Maybe the spirit tree. I think I saw something about some of the drops being untradeable when they weren't expected to be untradeable. Saw some people getting upset about that. Garbage this year. I kind of liked the Arams one. I was thinking I might pick that one up. I don't know how much I actually use Arams, though. All the teleport stuff as well for Sir Transit, but that's not a lot of stuff. Some house portals. Rewards are terrible. The tree looks so bad. Didn't they? They thought they redid the tree, too. Didn't they? People didn't like the original concept. I remember I did like a little update video after the fact. So I remember they did something. Oh yeah, and then they added Virtus as well. Virtus is on there. The Venator bow. That was another one. And then yeah, the portal chamber stuff. I think, did they end up adding a rug too? I think they might have. Or maybe it was like a rug under the portal chamber. Feels like it's been so long since I've looked at it. It's probably been 3 months. Because they did release the rewards, like what they were going to be, pretty early. Guess you'll get the tier 3 fit, the outfit. Keep having all the sets. More power to you. I think I've just been stockpiling the points because I liked a lot of stuff from the last league. But like I don't have the items to use it on, like the Din's Bulwark. I was like, oh, that's really cool. I don't have a Din's Bulwark. So I'm just like, okay, well, I guess I'll just keep the points in there for a while. Tree from Temu. Oh no. Same, yeah, I've just... Maybe on the main account, I don't know. God, after the prices on stuff for Deadman mode were crazy, I was like, you know, maybe this account will actually buy rewards and sell them for money. But I know the League rewards don't tend to be nearly as expensive. I'm still kicking myself for the Deadman mode ones. Oh, could have went for points and made like 400 mil. Would have been way closer to the goal. What's the best reward to sell for main game GP? I don't know myself. I haven't done the research on the prices, but you can kind of... I think the wiki has a list, actually. You might be able to just look through the wiki. I know they've had a list for like the previous League's rewards, so you can see like GP per point cost. It might take them a little to add in the current rewards if they haven't already. Really threw away the Deadman mode. Very upset. Such a good plan. It was still fun, though. I despised how bad the swapping went, but I still thoroughly enjoyed the plan and, like, owning Darkmire. Early bracket Darkmire. Don't like the rugs. Can only have so many in the house. Can never have too many rugs. Kind of like blankets. Can never have too many blankets. Yeah, it was very sad selling the blood shards for like 2 mil or less as people dipped the price down. But it was very fun never having to see anyone there and just like AFK pickpocketing fires in what would typically be a very, very scary like game mode, you know? Blankets for your floor? Exactly. No, we have so many blankets at our house actually, because one of the when Bed Bath and Beyond went out, we were in between like several locations, so we got to watch the wave of Bed Bath and Beyond's closing, and so we could basically see all of the deals that they had and where they'd get to, and we could like go and kind of like shop at the stores as they went out. So we ended up getting a ton of like their big old fluffy UGG blankets for like 10 or 20 bucks. We have mountains of them stashed away in the closet. Never have too many blankets. Anyone who ever stays at the house will never be cold. Smelly. Calling him smelly and then saying sandalwood. That doesn't sound bad at all. Gotta come up with some better smelly insults. Man, didn't even get to take a swing at him. Oh. Trying not to die to Zulrah. Alright, we're getting a little more specific on the smells. I can appreciate the effort. Oh man, 5 more kills and we're at 50. Yeah, I mean, I guess Zulrah is at least pretty quick. And maybe what I can do, maybe I'll go back and forth between like Zulrah and Gauntlet, because if I get the enhanced, I do think Bofa would, like, well, it'll be 3 tick compared to the crossbow, which is like 4 tick, I want to say, but we also have crystal armor. Okay, well, there's a drop. Serpentine Visage. Not the best, but I did say we'd take it. Save us from having to deal with the venom at the very least. I don't think the loss in DPS from the Crystal Helm will be that big of a deal. Make Zulrah a little more chill. I think it's a chisel. It is a chisel. Yeah, sure, what the heck. We'll put all of those in there. 200 points. Does not cure us of venom off the bat. Let's not die to venom. Oh, dude, I remember, so... Man, it was so not the most recent Dead Man mode, but the one before it. I also did some, like, low combat Zulrah, and I got the Serpentine Visage, which sold for, like, 20 mil. I was not swapping during that one. Man, that would have been a good thing to swap, too. Oh, that would have been a lot of money in the main game. Too early in the content career at that point, though. I swear, did I not buy an Onyx? I thought I did. I must not have. I thought I did for 200 points, but maybe not. Alright, well now we get a Serpentine Visage. For like 4 kills or something. Top up the potions a little. You know, I suppose it is also quite a tanky helm. I could bring this in going through the waves. It wouldn't exactly help much in the later stages of the Inferno, but it would probably help us get to, you know, get through, like, up to the Jads. Maybe it's not that bad. Too harsh on the poor little helm. And now we're gonna get the blowpipe. Had to try, though. No back-to-back. This does make Zulrah a lot lazier, though, which I greatly appreciate. Don't forget to buy your bank slots before League is over. Man. Sir Transit, while I did not love the mage build, he did unlock all of the bank slots for Leagues going forward, because he had Golden God. Unfortunately, I don't think this account's going to get very many of them. Jack will probably have some cash left over by the time I'm done getting up to Dragon, so he'll probably pick up, like, I don't know, it scales up pretty fast, doesn't it? Maybe like a third of them. Maybe that can be part of the final video, alking all of the high-level armor junk. Get some extra cash, try to buy some bank slots. Two more. Come on, Zulrah. You already gave us 2 items. What's a third? Yapping and alking. Oh, the final video will be much yapping. I can promise you that. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna basically re-rate everything now that I've kind of experienced it all, just to see how it holds up. There'll be lots and lots of yapping. We'll see if I have the time to grab some B-roll before the servers close, because I might be able to grab some B-roll for, like, Echo bosses and some other stuff. Spruce up the vids a little bit. We'll be back into the swing of it, though, here pretty soon. I've been slowly going through kind of like my production system and gearing things back up. The damage on this must be capped. I saw a 50 there. Yeah, 51. I mean, it's got to be capped at 51. Because we would have lost... But we gained like 5 strength, but we lost like 4% damage? 3.5% damage? Something like that. I guess that's not a lot. I don't know how comparable that is. Well, there's 50 Zulrah. Okay, we'll take a little break from Zulrah. We did get the Onyx. We can maybe upgrade our jewelry. I think... Let me double check the Spin Flax spell. We did get some flax, but I think that probably requires Astral Runes too. Spin Flax spell. I think everything does for the Lunar Spellbook. If it wants to load. 1 Astral, 2 Natures. We can probably go kill some spiritual mages. Maybe we should. Let's do... Let's go to Armadillo. The Zeros mages drop way more. So I feel like if we're gonna end up farming out a couple of them, we might as well get ourselves the Frozen Key. We should only need 1 more piece. Somewhere in here? Yeah, there it is. We can do that. We can get Ancient D'hide body for the swamp when we get in there, maybe. Armadillo. We've got the crossbow. I guess there's Zammy stuff also over there. No, we didn't get a Zammy kite, did we? We take the boots. Zammy boots. We'll bring all of our trash along with us. I wonder if rune knives will actually end up being better. We'll try them out. Like that. I guess let's get all the key pieces down here. This will just be kind of some random junk for us. We'll probably want the Divine Pot for that kill. Defense Pot, because I guess why not? We got all these manta rays now. We do still need a shield. Sure, Saradomin shield. Why not? One less thing taking swings at us. I was gonna do this. Alright, let's send an Arma kill. Oh, I need a Mithril Grapple, which I think I saved. I know it was a task. I'm pretty sure I saved it. No, it was in there. Tab 3. Where was it? Oh, it was towards the end. Just blind for it. Wait a minute. What am I... Why am I bringing this shield? What am I doing? We got this. Okay, anyway. Oh. Sometimes it's tough. Tough looking through here. Alright, Krill. We'll send ourselves the Arma kill. I don't even think we care about any of the drops, really. Would be fun to get one for points, I suppose, just for the heck of it. We'll do that. We'll get our frozen key. We'll go into the dungeon. Next dungeon. Ooh, axe piece. Abyssal dagger. Are those points for you? Congrats if so. I'm assuming you haven't gotten them before, yeah? Didn't want the bludgeon anyway. Oh, rip. Was that one piece off of it? Every league. Wait, was that 300 kills at Sire? Are you done with them? That'd be a little brutal. 150? I mean, there's a 200 point task at 300 kills, so you keep going. Wouldn't exactly be fun, but it is 200 points. Don't want to do 300? You know what? I think we can do this and be alright. Maybe. Ooh, you know what? We'll get the opportunity to take out the spiritual mages that aggro onto us if they don't straight up kill us. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Smarter than the pixels. No. Come on, you don't love getting 300 kills of Sire when they're like minute plus kills a pop? They're probably like a minute and a half at least. Only took me 175 to get the bludgeon. I'm sure you're close. Keep digging. There you go. A little bit of motivation for you. Oh, gosh dang, man. Range is OP. Ruined, dude. I'm just like taking all this garbage. Oh my. Oh, they might be able to get me. The 5 heals, or 6 heals, are not quite enough. They get some big hits. We do have the ward. The ward is a lot of defenses. The helm's also pretty decent, but still. Oh, the range. All the range damage just... This could have been my life. I could have made a range count. Never miss. Tier 6 range. I mean, I guess there's still technically time. Rather do 15 Infernos. You can probably get 15 Infernos done faster than you can get 150 Sire done. I think, is it 400 points for 10 and 15? Or maybe it was 200 points for 5 and 10, and then 400 points for 15, something like that. I was debating doing it, actually, for you, Jack. No Astral Ruins for us. $600 if you include the 10 milestones you don't have. Such a slog. Oh, yeah, from like item stuff. Surely. Surely. Someday, Jagex will do a project to make forgotten content and bosses fun. You really think they're gonna revisit Sire? I think there's basically no chance. Maybe like if RuneScape's still around 40 years from now, they might come back, revisit some of the old Slayer stuff. I think it's gonna be a long, long time though, if ever. Project remove stupid animations. Okay, you know what? That'd be fair. I could see them doing something like that. Quality of life. Make it so that Sire isn't just like the slowest thing ever. Chicken killer. I would rather they fix old bosses than bring in new ones. I think there's a solid mix to do. I feel like fixing old bosses probably fits well into like the quality of life stuff, potentially. I love killing 4 vents over and over and over and over and over. Just like prepping for Duke. I love prepping for Duke. Running to one side, picking some mushrooms. Running to the other, picking some more mushrooms. Going back and mining some junk, and then putting it in a vat. Although I suppose they did streamline that one fairly recently. There's hope, you know? If they can streamline that one, maybe they could streamline Sire. If they don't consider it too dead already. It is pretty dead content. Ooh, range level, 1775 total. Dear KQ, we found a better version of you. RIP. Please enjoy retirement. Would you want them to update the drop table though? If they like brought in the Echo variant? Alright, let's do that. So we're... oh, wait a minute. I'll drink one of those too. Keep our stats full. I'll repot. Honestly, it might be better to just ruin knives the boss down. Like, for how fast that was, I guess once we get locked into the corner and it's close enough to us, probably. We can screech at him a little. I would not object to them adding a Drygore. Oh my god, the amount of people, I don't know about that. I think people would be flipping out if they did that one. The ranged fang. Come here, birdie. Yeah, I guess these are pretty inaccurate. Man, they're so fast, though. 4 chances to hit every time I get a crossbow hit. I mean, this is probably still faster, even without the never miss. Man, the amount of rage if they added the Drygore to the main game. It would be a return of, like, old blowpipe, basically. People would lose their minds, dude. Ain't no way they do that. I mean, I haven't been super keyed in. I know that they did some other, like, PVM-related upgrades going into Varlamore. People are already complaining a bit about those, too. Oh, that's the frozen door. Where am I going? Let me in. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, yes, Ghosty. That's fine. Thank you. Get out of here. Don't ask again. I know what I'm getting into. Let me save it here. Well, now we can kind of work on our KC for next. I don't know if I'm gonna care to do much next on this account, but I mean, a ZCB would be an upgrade. Oh, Astral Ruins on the first kill. Where I just killed so like I mean, it wasn't a lot, but I mean, we killed some spiritual mages before for the Armadillo KC. Some of those are from when I did the Dragon Boot grind, so I definitely didn't pick up the all the drops from there. I don't think we got any from the Armadillo spiritual mages. Wild. See if we can't get ourselves maybe a second set of them before we get up to 40 KC. I don't know. Are there any folks in Asgarnia? You want to send like one next kill? I don't necessarily want to grind it out right now, but I mean, I'm in the area. If anybody wants to do a next kill, get the RNG roll. Wonder if I could solo it. I guess the frozen chunk may cause me a bit of an issue. Any takers? Anyone in Asgarnia? I know there's basically nobody in Asgarnia right now, but if you exist. If not, I will not worry about it. Oh, more Astral Runes. Alright, here we go. Hang on to the extra Dragon Boots just for the heck of it. Okay, I don't know what that was. Next. How you looking, Next? No adventures currently in here. Was middle of a hard mode theater. You want to send one next for the heck of it? Isn't there meant to be a bank? Or I probably should talk to her, don't I? Be it next with you in a second. What world? Right now 435. Good. Okay, now we can access the bank. How's last week grind going? Hello, Ace. Welcome in. We were getting ourselves some Astral Runes, and I figured while we're in the neighborhood, send an X or two. I mean, I'm gonna be able to melee this, right? I mean, that's probably. I don't actually know how. Like, I mean, I guess do people melee next normally? I know it's normally like crossbow stuff. 435. Yeah, 435. Besides the whole Inferno thing yesterday, heartbreaking, we did get ourselves Zulrah Helm. Not like the most useful thing, but it is something. Was trying to get a couple of gear upgrades before we go back into the Inferno, just to try and make it a little easier. Dog sorter. Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to bring that in, would it? Actually, I wonder... I don't know. I don't know if this is, like, better. It would reduce our defenses a little bit. I guess we'll see how accurate we end up being. Let's get our stats back up. I probably shouldn't be eating the mantis too much. Probably want to take those into the Inferno with us. I'm going to bring bolts just in case this ends up being a terrible idea. I'm hopeful. We'll do that. We're going to need... I do not want that in there. Ugh. Right. Well, I guess we do. We have super combats in here somewhere from the wilderness bosses. Not a ton of them. We'll do that one. I mean, we do need the super restore, so hang on to those. Probably about it. Man, I remember bringing a ton of stuff in for next the last time. Am I missing something? I guess I don't need to bring the teleport items so much. That scurrious KC. Oh. Almost up to 9,000. Anti-poison? I guess anti-poison, yeah. Where's the pet? $4.20. Alright. I think that's it. Pretty sure that's it. Something like that. Alright, we can give it a shot. I don't know, the crystal armor, I might get wrecked a little bit in this. Ooh, range though? Yeah, the range build. OP, you'll carry us. I won't even need to spec anything out. For your crush weapon? Yeah, I got the dog sword for it, so we should be fine. Just have to remember to swap to it. Let's... It won't work. It worked last time. Even rune mace? No. I think we'll be all right. I mean, I remember using the god swords last time for pretty much the entire thing. Gauge agrees. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. Unless they change something this year. We used BGS and Ancient last year. Yeah, I think as long as you as long as I don't spec the ice. If I spec the ice, it probably won't work. But as long as I just normal attack it, I think we'll be all right. I guess we can go into the normal one, yeah. There's nobody in here anyway. I don't exactly remember what to pray. It's been a while. Just need KC. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I won't have a ton of time. Getting a little late. I probably need to hang out with my wife a little bit, but we probably do a couple of KC. Maybe we get you up to 250, depending on how fast these go. Right, there's this whole thing that she does too. Short break from Scurrius. Is it magic first? I don't remember. Lower stats a little. Smack her. I bet the Coppish is probably a better spec. Better use of it. Oh no. We still need a little... Oh no, we got it. Mage until the minion. I mean, I was just whacking this stuff anyway. I mean, maybe it doesn't matter that much. This one's range, yeah. Range, watch out for... Oh, yeah, this is gonna be rough. Standing close to her. Gonna take a ton of damage doing this, actually. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, ton of damage. Alright. I vaguely remembered that. Wait, can I go back in, actually? Don't have last stand to take advantage of it. Okay, so we'll probably, maybe we range for the shadow part of it. It probably won't let me back in, will it? Has some of my items. What did I... Is there more food in there? Oh, the pots. Let me in mid-kill, please. It won't. Good luck in there. No coming out for me. Left early for me. Didn't see I died. Yeah, I was silently back there, grasping for air in the shadows. I was like, pretty sure I remember standing next to her taking a ton of damage. Thought maybe it'd be okay. Maybe. We'll just range the shadow part of it, though. That's alright. That's why we brought the bolts in, anyway. Can't get Ice Prison with the ward anyways? Is that... really? They'll all go to you, then. That's alright, I'll break you out of it. We got this. Don't have to worry too much. Immune. That's pretty cool. Alright, let me turn off auto retaliate so I don't get myself into too much trouble. Did PK some last year? Only a smidge. I was on the wrong prayer anyway. Well, it doesn't matter. Darken the shadow. We get a lucky Ruby Bolt spec? We cannot. Nope, there's scary stuff. Bye, Nyx. Alright, I bet... oh, there she goes. Bet we can melee her for this one. I think it's only the shadow bit that we're probably going to get wrecked in. So we will take a little bit of melee hits. Probably fine, though. Man, a blood sacrifice. Oh. Yeah, that's true. The ice will make me move away. She prisons herself. Although, can't you stand in the prisons? I actually think you might be able to. Get trapped in there. We gaming. A little bit. Fuse with the power of ice. Halberd let you hit her? Yeah, that's probably not too worth it for us. We do this, though, when she's open and available. Oh, well, there you go. If she throws the Ice Prison at me, then no worries there. Build's almost complete. Just need to go to the Inferno now. Good luck in there. Does she always do protect from melee on that? I don't remember her doing that at all last year. Maybe it's because we were ranged, though. Oh, baby. Brings back memories of last league. Perfect Nyx? Really? God, look at all the stuff. Oh, you got the Torva plate. I couldn't even see it because of the spam. Well, congrats on the drop. I know you said you green logged it already, but it's an Alk, I suppose. Had a 192 spec with the Coppish today. Pretty good. Everything included. Golden God. Ah, rip. Nope. Spec one too many. Wouldn't mind a crossbow upgrade. God, this thing is still going. It just got the defeat next thing. Ooh, she's running to us. Come on, Coppish. No, she wasn't going all the way. Had some pitiful hits on there. Legit never entered the Inferno. Feeling nervous about it. I mean, be patient with yourself. I think you'll be able to get it down. Especially depending on your choices, you may find like the waves are actually quite easy. I know for me on this account, the waves were still a little bit difficult. But if you have Banker's Note or Last Stand or both, you'll be fine. You'll be able to get through the waves. So then it's just a matter of getting to the Jads. If the Jads give you trouble, you can always go and practice it in the Tizrek challenges. So you've got that available to you if you're really struggling there. You'll have neither on the account. Okay, that does make it a little more challenging. So yeah, I mean, you're in a similar position to myself. Oh. Hey, look at that. You can get in here. Hey, big old chunk of damage, though. ZCB will be good. Yeah, I mean, if we get the ZCB before we go back into the Inferno, it'd be pretty wild. There we go. Yeah, do you have Bofa and the Kopish? Well, okay, you've got Taranwin. You can pick up a blowpipe. A blowpipe wouldn't be like crazy, but you would get some heals out of it. Especially if you're desperate for it, you can also use the special on it. Will the special be cheaper? You can see how it goes with Bofa and the Kopish. I mean, you'll still get passive healing anyway, so that might be enough for you. But if it ends up causing you some grief, I think Blowpipe will be a good option for you. Gotta go. Take care, Jack. Good luck on the grind. Appreciate it, Mr. Ace. Switch over to range. She's mad. She's running. If only we could get some lucky bolt procs. Remember, don't fail me now. Ooh, ow. A little bit of damage. Tiny bit. Kinda hurts. Come here next. Let me wail on you a little. Be nice if I had better healing. Still very unimpressed by the melee healing. Die in a prison device. We gotta save him. No PKs this year. Gotta be a little careful not get trapped in there. Got the stream muted. Delay messing you up. Now I understand. How bad is the delay? Guess I should probably ask you. Oh, if I could spell it. Delay. Waste some time typing a little bit. Ooh, that's a little bit of a reflection there. Ow. 30, 45 seconds. Good to know. Got ourselves some shards. bruise, nothing too fancy. Alright, let's redo our inventory here quickly. Well, we'll move those later. Oh. Just barely back in time. There he went. It is nice. They are quite big hits when you get them off. Just doesn't quite compare to the consistent range damage though, does it? Man, getting the ZCB... I don't know, actually, yeah, the ZCB spec is quite impressive. That would almost certainly make Suck quite easy. We get a free, like, 500 damage right at the start of the fight. And we're not having to do, like, a ton of ranging while we're in here, so maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing to grind out. Can also bring in Onyx Bolts for the heals on there, too. I wanted to have that as some backup. Didn't quite get away in time. Gage, does this bring back memories? You remember doing the 300 necks last year? God, so much necks. You loved it? I'll say it's easier to get me to necks than it is to get me into a raid. All that next for 1 minute of screen time. Superstar of the show. And it's you not freeing me. Well, yeah, those progress videos, you know, you gotta pick the moments. Grinding at most of necks. Not that exciting. Doesn't make the final cut. Kind of the same way with the raids, but it's a lot of grinding. Oh man, alright, we'll do one more. Oh, he dipped out. Probably didn't see it. Way faster this year though, you think so? I don't remember, what speed did we get down to? I mean, he's doing a ton. First round was faster than the 3-man PB for sure. 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe so. I mean, I guess... Well, we had range last year for the specs. We also had the execute. But I guess the execute didn't really help that much, did it? The last 20%. I mean, we're like obliterating this thing. I wouldn't have thought actually that the Never Miss would make this that much faster because I mean we had so many bolt specs last year. Learning so much just from watching me. Hopefully it's helpful. I don't know. I mean we're definitely it's some iffy necks. General mechanics are there. Only good for a few hits, though. Yeah, I guess that's true for the specs. Golly, dude, the range builds just destroy this. Took 175 chests, full Guthans unlocked. Well, congrats on that one. It's a good one to pick up. And range still missed, yeah. I guess also the T-bows. The T-bows also hit quite a lot. We were really camping out the ZCB. Not that it can't hit, but I'm seeing like T-bow going slightly above 100, I want to say. It's quite strong. Copper specs aren't too terrible on this either. Though having to run around, I definitely feel like I'm not nearly as strong as the range guys. What's the max hit in the summary page? We can check when we're done with this. Take a look. God, it's already dead. I didn't even get a hit with my Armadillo crossbow at the end there. Nothing fancy, but yeah, sub 2-minute kill. Alright, we'll call that it for next. At least for now. Let's see, summary page. Summary page. Highest hit PVM. Well, that 112. Unlucky, sorry champ, maybe next time. No, I appreciate it. Thanks for being here regardless. Much faster with you. Back to the little rat boss prison. Good luck in there. So I guess what this doesn't tell us, the 112 is probably the lightning. I want to say that our max hit from normal melee is like 79 or 80. So we're probably looking at in total, what would that be, 160, 272? I'm gonna guess 272 or 270. Like, somewhere in there has got to be the max hit. Food consumed. Does it have that stat in here? Food eaten. Is that individual pieces? Or is that like an HP number? Weak. Potion sipped. Well, it's not that many because I can just sit here and I can spam this, you know? Per eat. Yeah, I mean, Total Recall takes away from a lot of that. Potion sips as well. Neat recall, by the way. Well, what was the bug? Tormented Demon area. Every time you use it there, a booster reset. Is that true? I don't think that... I didn't have that issue on UJack. I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I guess I didn't really use boosting pots that much, but I don't remember having that issue at the start when I was doing the kills. Test it with every boost. I mean, maybe I just didn't end up using a lot of boost there. Super combat, etc. I wonder if it was certain rooms. I'd have to go back and check then. Resets back to base stats. A little unfortunate if that's true. Well, I'm sure you ran into it. I don't remember running into it myself. But also, I was pretty lazy about killing tormented demons. 17k here? Yeah, I guess banknoters be eating a lot. Alright, well, it's over. It's past 9 o'clock. I definitely gotta wrap it up. Oh, my wife, I'll be done at 8:30. Alright, we gotta call it there. No super crazy upgrades to show for the stream, but we'll get some more Zulrah down. Maybe do a little bit more next as well. I didn't mind doing this, especially if we get some extra range folks along for the ride pretty quick. We can maybe speed through it. Get a ZCB. I mean, a ZCB would make Zuck quite the joke. Got diabetes from Karambons. Too many of them. 143 with the lightning. Just need to get specialists to spam it. Hit like 350. Well, good luck. Good luck, everybody. Good luck on the grinds. Have a good night. And I may not have time to stream tomorrow night. If I do, it'll probably be pretty late, like it was today. We'll see, though. Might see you tomorrow. Otherwise, might see you Friday. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Catch you later.